اللهم اجعل القرآن ربيع قلوبنا ونور صدورنا وجلاء أحزاننا وذهاب همومنا وغمومنا. اللهم ذكرنا منه ما نسينا وعلمنا منه ما جهلنا ووفقنا لتلاوته والعمل به آناء الليل وأطراف النهار. Allah, make the Quran the spring of our hearts, the light of our souls, the removal of our woes, the relief of our grief and our anxieties. Allah, remind us therefrom what we have forgotten, and teach us therefrom what we are ignorant thereof, and inspire us to recite it and act thereupon throughout our nights and at the reaches of each day.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
I seek refuge in Allah from Satan the accursed, in the name of God, the All-Merciful, the Compassionate.
ألف لام را تلك آيات الكتاب وقرآن مبين.
Alif, Lam, Ra. Those are the revealed verses of the Book of God and a finally heavenly recitation sent down as a clear Quran.
ربما يود الذين كفروا لو كانوا مسلمين.
There shall certainly come a time when those who disbelieve will ardently wish they were Muslims.
ذرهم يأكلوا ويتمتعوا ويلههم الأمل فسوف يعلمون.
So leave them to eat and enjoy life to be diverted thus by false hope, for they shall most surely come to know their utter loss.
وما أهلكنا من قرية إلا ولها كتاب معلوم.
Yet never have we destroyed any ungodly community unless and until it had been duly forewarned and reached a known term of judgment in God's decree.
ما تسبق من أمة أجلها وما يستأخرون.
No nation can hasten its set term of judgment, nor can they remain thereafter.
وقالوا يا أيها الذي نزل عليه الذكر إنك لمجنون.
Yet they who disbelieve have said to you, O Prophet, O you, to whom the revealed reminder, this Qur'an, was supposedly sent down, indeed you are most surely mad.
لو ما تأتينا بالملائكة إن كنت من الصادقين.
If only you would come to us with angels confirming your words, if indeed you are one of the truthful messengers.
ما ننزل الملائكة إلا بالحق وما كانوا إذا منظرين.
Never do we send angels to disbelieving nations but with the devastating judgment for denying truth, yet then they would be given no respite at all.
إنا نحن نزلنا الذكر وإنا له لحافظون.
Indeed, it is we alone who have sent down the Qur'an instead as a revealed reminder to mankind of the way of God, and indeed we alone shall forever preserve it.
وَلَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا مِن قَبْلِكَ فِي شِيَعِ الْأَوَّلِينَ.
For truly, we have sent many messengers before you among the various groups of people of the earliest generations.
وَمَا يَأْتِيهِم مِّن رَّسُولٍ إِلَّا كَانُوا بِهِ يَسْتَهْزِئُونَ.
Yet not a messenger came to any of them, but that they made a mockery of him.
كَذَلِكَ نَسْلُكُهُ فِي قُلُوبِ الْمُجْرِمِينَ.
Thus shall we ourselves thrust this message into the hearts of all the defiant unbelievers to make them accountable.
لا يؤمنون به وقد خلت سنة الأولين.
They do not believe in this message, though the precedents of how God destroyed the early generations have already passed.
ولو فتحنا عليهم بابا من السماء فظلوا فيه يعرجون.
Though they, rather, even if we were to open for them a gate into the heaven above them, and they proceeded to ascend through it,
لقالوا إنما سكرت أبصارنا بل نحن قوم مسحورون.
still they would most surely say, "It is but our eyes that have been bedazzled. Rather, we are a bewitched people."
ولقد جعلنا في السماء بروجا وزيناها للناظرين.
For truly we have already set grand constellations in the nearest heaven, having thus adorned it for all to behold.
وحفظناها من كل شيطان رجيم.
And even so we have safeguarded it from the intrusion of every accursed demon.
إلا من استرق السمع فأتبعه شهاب مبين.
Except for those who seek to listen in stealth, and who are then pursued by a manifest flame.
والأرض مددناها وألقينا فيها رواسي وأنبتنا فيها من كل شيء موزون.
And as to the earth, it is we alone who spread it wide at its surface, and cast therein anchoring mountains to balance it as it spins. And it is we alone who cause to grow in it of everything relating to life in a most delicate balance.
وجعلنا لكم فيها معايش ومن لستم له برازقين.
And it is we alone who have made for you therein prolific livelihood, and for all those as well for whom you do not provide.
وإن من شيء إلا عندنا خزائنه وما ننزله إلا بقدر معلوم.
For there is not a single thing in all existence but that its treasures are in our providence. Thus it is we alone who send it down for your benefit in accordance with a known measure by divine decree.
وأرسلنا الرياح لواقح فأنزلنا من السماء ماء فأسقيناكموه وما أنتم له بخازنين.
And it is we alone who send forth the winds, fecundating cloud and earth, whereby we send down from the sky water, and thus do we give it to you to drink, for it is not you that holds its stores.
وإنا لنحن نحيي ونميت ونحن الوارثون.
And indeed, it is assuredly we who alone give life and give death. And it is we alone in eternity who are the inheritors of all creation.
وَلَقَدْ عَلِمْنَا الْمُسْتَقْدِمِينَ مِنْكُمْ وَلَقَدْ عَلِمْنَا الْمُسْتَأْخِرِينَ.
For ever have we known those of you who have gone ahead to the grave, and ever have we known those of you who shall come after.
وَإِنَّ رَبَّكَ هُوَ يَحْشُرُهُمْ إِنَّهُ حَكِيمٌ عَلِيمٌ.
And indeed it is your Lord alone who shall assemble all of them for judgment in the hereafter, for indeed he is all-wise, all-knowing.
وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ مِنْ صَلْصَالٍ مِنْ حَمَإٍ مَسْنُونٍ.
And truly, we created man from a clay of aged black mud.
وَالْجَانَّ خَلَقْنَاهُ مِنْ قَبْلُ مِنْ نَارِ السَّمُومِ.
While the jinn we created long before from the fire of a smokeless blowing heat.
وإذ قال ربك للملائكة إني خالق بشرا من صلصال من حمأ مسنون.
And behold, your Lord said to the angels, Indeed, I will create a man from a clay of aged black mud.
فإذا سويته ونفخت فيه من روحي فقعوا له ساجدين.
So when I have fashioned him and breathed into him of my spirit, then fall to the ground, bowing your faces down.
فسجد الملائكة كلهم أجمعون.
So the angels bowed themselves down to the ground, all of them together.
إلا إبليس أبى أن يكون مع الساجدين.
Lucifer, however, refused to be among those who bowed themselves down to Adam.
قال يا إبليس ما لك ألا تكون مع الساجدين.
God said, O Lucifer, what is with you that you are not among those who bowed themselves down?
قال لم أكن لأسجد لبشر خلقته من صلصال من حمأ مسنون.
He said, Never would I bow down before one whom you have created from a clay of aged black mud.
قال فاخرج منها فإنك رجيم.
He said, Be gone from here, for indeed you are accursed.
وإن عليك اللعنة إلى يوم الدين.
Upon you, moreover, is the curse until the day of judgment.
قال رب فأنظرني إلى يوم يبعثون.
He said, My Lord, then grant me respite until the day they are raised up.
قال فإنك من المنظرين.
He said, Then you are indeed of those granted respite.
إلى يوم الوقت المعلوم.
Only to the day of doom, the moment in time known to me alone.
قال رب بما أغويتني لأزينن لهم في الأرض ولأغوينهم أجمعين.
He said, My Lord, because you have denounced me as a stray, I will make what is evil in the earth fair seeming to man. Thus I will most surely lead them to the way of perversity altogether.
إلا عبادك منهم المخلصين.
Except your true servants among them, the sincere ones.
قال هذا صراط علي مستقيم.
God said, This way in accordance with me shall be a straight one.
إن عبادي ليس لك عليهم سلطان إلا من اتبعك من الغاوين.
As for my true servants, you shall have no position of authority over them, except for those of the deluded who follow you.
وإن جهنم لموعدهم أجمعين.
And for whom indeed hell is most surely their promised end altogether.
لها 7 أبواب لكل باب منهم جزء مقسوم.
Leading to it are 7 gates, thus designated for each gate shall be a contingent of them.
إن المتقين في جنات وعيون.
As to the God-fearing, they shall be forever amid gardens and springs.
ادخلوها بسلام آمنين.
Enter them in peace and security.
ونزعنا ما في صدورهم من غل إخوانا على سرر متقابلين.
Moreover, we shall strip away any malice that is within their chests. Thus, as brethren, they shall be reposed on settees in the garden of paradise facing one another.
لا يمسهم فيها نصب وما هم منها بمخرجين.
Weariness shall not touch them therein, and from it they shall never be expelled.
نبئ عبادي أني أنا الغفور الرحيم.
Tell my servants that indeed I am the forgiving, the compassionate,
وأن عذابي هو العذاب الأليم.
and that my torment is indeed the most painful torment.
ونبئهم عن ضيف إبراهيم.
Moreover, tell them about the guests of Abraham.
إذ دخلوا عليه فقالوا سلاما قال إنا منكم وجلون.
Behold, they entered upon him. Then they said, Peace. And to them he said, Of you we are alarmed, indeed frightened.
قالوا لا توجل إنا نبشرك بغلام عليم.
They said, Be not frightened. Indeed, we are sent to give you glad tidings of the conception of a boy.
قال أبشرتموني على أن مسني الكبر فبم تبشرون.
Indeed, we are angels to send. Indeed, we are sent to give you glad tidings of the conception of a boy, one who shall be endowed with revealed knowledge from God. He said, Do you bring me glad tidings of this, even when old age has already overtaken me and my wife? Of what marvel then do you give me glad tidings?
قالوا بشرناك بالحق فلا تكن من القانطين.
They said, We have given you glad tidings in truth, so do not be despondent.
قال ومن يقنط من رحمة ربه إلا الضالون.
He said, And who desponds of the mercy of his Lord except those who are astray?
قال فما خطبكم أيها المرسلون.
Abraham said, Yet what other momentous affair have you here, O messengers?
قالوا إنا أرسلنا إلى قوم مجرمين.
They said, We have been sent to destroy a people who are defiant unbelievers.
إلا آل لوط إنا لمنجوهم أجمعين.
Except for the family of Lot, indeed we shall most surely deliver them all together.
إلا امرأته قدرنا إنها لمن الغابرين.
Except his wife, we have determined that she is of those who shall linger behind.
فلما جاء آل لوط المرسلون.
So when our angels came to Lot's family in the form of men,
قال إنكم قوم منكرون.
he became distressed and said, Indeed, you are strangers from an unknown people.
قالوا بل جئناك بما كانوا فيه يمترون.
They said, Indeed, we have come to you with that judgment which they who belie you have been doubting.
وأتيناك بالحق وإنا لصادقون.
Thus we have come to you with the truth, and indeed we are most surely truthful.
فأسر بأهلك بقطع من الليل واتبع أدبارهم ولا يلتفت منكم أحد وامضوا حيث تؤمرون.
So set out with your family in the latter part of the night and follow behind them, yet let none of you look back, but continue on to where you are commanded.
وقضينا إليه ذلك الأمر أن دابر هؤلاء مقطوع مصبحين.
Thus, with utter finality did we decree to him this matter, that the very last of these people shall be cut off by early morning.
وجاء أهل المدينة يستبشرون.
Now the people of the city came to Lot rejoicing.
قال إن هؤلاء ضيفي فلا تفضحون.
He said, "These are my guests, so do not shame me.
واتقوا الله ولا تخزون.
Rather, fear God and do not disgrace me."
قالوا أولم ننهك عن العالمين.
They said, "Have we not forbidden you from granting asylum to anyone in all the world?"
قال هؤلاء بناتي إن كنتم فاعلين.
He said, "Here are my daughters, if you are hell-bent.
لعمرك إنهم لفي سكرتهم يعمهون.
By your very life, O Prophet, in their utterly drunken lust, they did indeed wandering. Hold on a second. They did indeed wandering. They did indeed wandering. I don't get it, but I'm just going to read it. By your very life, O Prophet, in their utterly drunken lust, they did indeed wandering blindly.
فأخذتهم الصيحة مشرقين.
Then suddenly the blast seized them at sunrise.
فجعلنا عاليها سافلها وأمطرنا عليهم حجارة من سجيل.
Thus we made the land's uppermost its lowermost, and we rained down upon them stones of hardened clay.
إن في ذلك لآيات للمتوسمين.
Indeed, in this there are sure signs for those with probing minds.
وإنها لبسبيل مقيم.
And indeed, along an existing roadway, traces of God's judgment against it most surely remain.
إن في ذلك لآية للمؤمنين.
Indeed, in this there is a sure sign of admonition for all the believers.
وإن كان أصحاب الأيكة لظالمين.
And indeed, the dwellers of the thicket of al-Aika were most surely wrongdoers.
فانتقمنا منهم وإنهما لبإمام مبين.
Thus we took vengeance on them, and indeed both are most surely evident along an open way.
ولقد كذب أصحاب الحجر المرسلين.
And very truly, the dwellers of the stone valley denied the divine mandate of God's messengers.
وآتيناهم آياتنا فكانوا عنها معرضين.
So we gave them our signs, but they turned away from them.
وكانوا ينحتون من الجبال بيوتا آمنين.
For they used to carve out homes from the mountains, secure.
فأخذتهم الصيحة مصبحين.
Then suddenly the blast seized them in the early morning.
فما أغنى عنهم ما كانوا يكسبون.
Thus all they had earned did not avail them.
وما خلقنا السماوات والأرض وما بينهما إلا بالحق وإن الساعة لآتية فاصفح الصفح الجميل.
Now we have not created the heavens and the earth and all that is between them, but in accordance with the very essence of all truth. Thus indeed the hour of doom is most surely coming. Therefore pardon obstinacy with the fairest pardon.
إن ربك هو الخلاق العليم.
Indeed, your Lord is the all-creating, the all-knowing.
ولقد آتيناك سبعا من المثاني والقرآن العظيم.
For truly, we have granted you the unrivaled blessing of 7 of the most oft-repeated verses and the magnificent Qur'an.
لا تمدن عينيك إلى ما متعنا به أزواجا منهم ولا تحزن عليهم واخفض جناحك للمؤمنين.
So you shall not extend the gaze of your eyes toward the unbelievers and what we have given any number of them to enjoy, nor grieve over them, but lower your wing to the believers.
وقل إني أنا النذير المبين.
And say, indeed, it is I who am the forewarner, sent to make the Qur'an clear to all people.
كما أنزلنا على المقتسمين.
So too did we send down our scripture upon those who in schism divided it.
الذين جعلوا القرآن عضين.
Those who now seek to render the Qur'an into bits.
فوربك لنسألنهم أجمعين.
Yet by your Lord we shall most surely question them, all of them,
عما كانوا يعملون.
about whatever evil they used to do.
فاصدع بما تؤمر وأعرض عن المشركين.
So proclaim that which you have been commanded and turn away from the idolaters.
إنا كفيناك المستهزئين.
For indeed we shall suffice you against all the mockers.
الذين يجعلون مع الله إلها آخر فسوف يعلمون.
Those who assign along with God any other God, yet shall they all come to know the penalty of unbelief.
ولقد نعلم أنك يضيق صدرك بما يقولون.
And truly, we know that your chest is constrained by what they say.
فسبح بحمد ربك وكن من الساجدين.
Yet highly exalt your Lord with all praise, and be always of those who bow.
واعبد ربك حتى يأتيك اليقين.
And be always of those who prostrate, and worship your Lord thus until the certainty of death comes to you.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of God, the merciful, the compassionate.
أتى أمر الله فلا تستعجلوه سبحانه وتعالى عما يشركون.
The decree of God has already come to pass, so hasten it not. Yet highly exalted is He and Most High, far above all they associate as gods.
ينزل الملائكة بالروح من أمره على من يشاء من عباده أن أنذروا أنه لا إله إلا أنا فاتقون.
He alone sends down the angels with the divine inspiration of His command to whomever He so wills, of His chosen servants, saying to them, You shall forewarn the people that no God is to be worshipped but me, so fear me.
خلق السماوات والأرض بالحق تعالى عما يشركون.
He alone created the heavens and the earth with the very essence of all truth. Most high is He, far above all that they associate as gods.
خلق الإنسان من نطفة فإذا هو خصيم مبين.
He alone has created man from a mere sperm drop. Then behold, he becomes openly contentious.
والأنعام خلقها لكم فيها دفء ومنافع ومنها تأكلون.
And as for cattle of every kind, He alone has created them for you. In them are means of warmth for you, and numerous other benefits. From them also you eat.
ولكم فيها جمال حين تريحون وحين تسرحون.
while in them you find glorious beauty when you drive them home in the evening to rest and when you lead them out in the morning to pasture.
وتحمل أثقالكم إلى بلد لم تكونوا بالغيه إلا بشق الأنفس إن ربكم لرؤوف رحيم.
Moreover, they carry your heavy loads to lands you would never have otherwise reached, except with much distress to yourselves. Indeed, your Lord is all kind, compassionate.
والخيل والبغال والحمير لتركبوها وزينة ويخلق ما لا تعلمون.
Horses, mules, and donkeys he created as well, that you may ride them as worldly adornment for you. And indeed, he alone creates that of which you do not know.
وعلى الله قصد السبيل ومنها جائر ولو شاء لهداكم أجمعين.
Thus it is for God to set the straight path, for some paths are aberrant, yet had he so willed, he would most surely have guided all of you.
هو الذي أنزل من السماء ماء لكم منه شراب ومنه شجر فيه تسيمون.
Just as he alone is the one who sends down from the sky water for you, from which there is a drink you require, and from which plants grow, wherein you must pasture your herds.
ينبت لكم به الزرع والزيتون والنخيل والأعناب ومن كل الثمرات إن في ذلك لآية لقوم يتفكرون.
Thereby he alone causes to grow for you all types of crops, and olive trees and date palms and grapevines and fruits of every kind. Indeed, in all of this there is a sure sign for a people who would reflect on the diversity of creation and the oneness of the Creator.
وسخر لكم الليل والنهار والشمس والقمر والنجوم مسخرات بأمره إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يعقلون.
Moreover, he alone has subjugated for you the night and the day, and the sun and the moon, and the stars too are subjugated for you by his sole command. Indeed, in all of this are sure signs for a people who would use their reason.
وما ذرأ لكم في الأرض مختلفا ألوانه إن في ذلك لآية لقوم يذكرون.
Thus all creation has he alone multiplied for you upon the earth in varying colors. Indeed, in all of this there is a sure sign for a people who would remember.
وهو الذي سخر البحر لتأكلوا منه لحما طريا وتستخرجوا منه حلية تلبسونها وترى الفلك مواخر فيه ولتبتغوا من فضله ولعلكم تشكرون.
And he alone is the one who has subjugated the sea for you, such that from it you may eat tender meat, and from it you bring forth ornaments that you wear. Thus you see the ships which you sail, plowing through it, so that you may seek of his bounty, and that therefore you might give thanks to God alone.
وألقى في الأرض رواسي أن تميد بكم وأنهارا وسبلا لعلكم تهتدون.
Moreover, he cast into the earth anchoring mountains to balance it, so that it does not sway with you upon it as it spins, and he made rivers and roadways so that you may be guided therein.
وعلامات وبالنجم هم يهتدون.
And great landmarks, and by the stars are guided those who journey by night.
أفمن يخلق كمن لا يخلق أفلا تذكرون.
Is he then who creates like one who does not create? Will you not then be mindful?
وإن تعدوا نعمة الله لا تحصوها إن الله لغفور رحيم.
Thus were you to endeavor to count the blessings of God, never could you enumerate them. Indeed, God alone is most surely forgiving, compassionate.
والله يعلم ما تسرون وما تعلنون
Thus God knows well all that you conceal and all that you reveal.
والذين يدعون من دون الله لا يخلقون شيئا وهم يخلقون
Yet those whom they call upon apart from God do not create anything, rather they are themselves created.
أموات غير أحياء وما يشعرون أيان يبعثون
Dead, not alive, nor are they even aware of when they themselves shall be raised up.
إلهكم إله Are we done? Am I good?
No, I'm just in awe of that verse.
Oh, subhanallah. إلهكم إله واحد فالذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة قلوبهم منكرة وهم مستكبرون
Your God is but one God. Therefore, those who do not believe in the hereafter, their hearts are merely in utter denial, for they are arrogant.
لا جرم أن الله يعلم ما يسرون وما يعلنون إنه لا يحب المستكبرين
Without doubt, God knows well all that they conceal and all that they reveal. Indeed, He does not love those who are arrogant.
وإذا قيل لهم ماذا أنزل ربكم قالوا أساطير الأولين
For when it is said to them, "What did your Lord send down?" they say, "Tales of the ancients."
ليحملوا أوزارهم كاملة يوم القيامة ومن أوزار الذين يضلونهم بغير علم ألا ساء ما يزرون
Thus shall they bear their own evil burdens in full on the day of resurrection, as well as a portion of the burdens of sin of those whom they led astray in life, for they misled them without revealed knowledge. Most assuredly, evil is the load they shall bear.
قد مكر الذين من قبلهم فأتى الله بنيانهم من القواعد فخر عليهم السقف من فوقهم وأتاهم العذاب من حيث لا يشعرون
Truly, those who disbelieved before them also schemed against their messengers, but God brought down their building from the very foundations. Then from above them the roof fell down upon them. Thus the torment came upon them from where they did not perceive.
ثم يوم القيامة يخزيهم ويقول أين شركائي الذين كنتم تشاقون فيهم قال الذين أوتوا العلم إن الخزي اليوم والسوء على الكافرين
Then on the day of resurrection he will disgrace them, for he will say, "Where now are my gods, for whose sake you have fiercely opposed the believers?" Those who had been given revealed knowledge in life will say, "Indeed, this day disgrace and evil shall be heaped upon the disbelievers."
الذين تتوفاهم الملائكة ظالمي أنفسهم فألقوا السلم ما كنا نعمل من سوء بلى إن الله عليم بما كنتم تعملون
Those whose souls the angels take in death while they are still wronging themselves will seek then to offer full submission, saying, "We were not doing any evil." The angels will say to them, "Yes, indeed you were. Indeed, God is all-knowing of all the evil that you were doing."
فادخلوا أبواب جهنم خالدين فيها فلبئس مثوى المتكبرين
So enter the gates of hell. wherein you shall abide forever, and a most woeful dwelling it is for the arrogant.
وقيل للذين اتقوا ماذا أنزل ربكم قالوا خيرا للذين أحسنوا في هذه الدنيا حسنة ولدار الآخرة خير ولنعم دار المتقين.
Now, whenever it is said to those who are God-fearing, "What has your Lord sent down?" they say, "All that is good." So for those who do good in this world, there shall be great goodness in life, and most surely the abode of the hereafter is far better still, for most excellent indeed is the abode of the God-fearing.
جنات عدن يدخلونها تجري من تحتها الأنهار لهم فيها ما يشاءون كذلك يجزي الله المتقين.
Gardens everlasting shall they enter, beneath which rivers flow. They shall have therein whatever they wish. Thus does God reward the God-fearing.
الذين تتوفاهم الملائكة طيبين يقولون سلام عليكم ادخلوا الجنة بما كنتم تعملون.
Those whose souls the angels take in death while they are good and virtuous, they shall say to them, "Peace be upon you. Enter the garden, for all the good that you have been doing."
هل ينظرون إلا أن تأتيهم الملائكة أو يأتي أمر ربك كذلك فعل الذين من قبلهم وما ظلمهم الله ولكن كانوا أنفسهم يظلمون.
Then do those who disbelieve await anything other than for the angels to come to them with death, or for the command of your Lord to come with their doom? That is just what those disbelieving generations before them did. Thus God did not wrong them in punishing them, but rather it was their own souls they were all the while wronging.
فأصابهم سيئات ما عملوا وحاق بهم ما كانوا به يستهزئون.
Thus the evil consequence of all that they themselves had done shall have struck them in the hereafter, for the very punishment at which they used to mock shall have whelmed them from every side.
وقال الذين أشركوا لو شاء الله ما عبدنا من دونه من شيء نحن ولا آباؤنا ولا حرمنا من دونه من شيء كذلك فعل الذين من قبلهم فهل على الرسل إلا البلاغ المبين.
Yet those who associate gods with God say, "Had God so willed, we would not have worshipped anything apart from him, neither we nor our forefathers, nor would we have made anything unlawful without authority from him." That is just what those disbelieving generations before them did argue as well. Contrary to our revealed guidance, should the messengers then be obliged by God with more than the clear conveyance of his message?
ولقد بعثنا في كل أمة رسولا أن اعبدوا الله واجتنبوا الطاغوت فمنهم من هدى الله ومنهم من حقت عليه الضلالة فسيروا في الأرض فانظروا كيف كان عاقبة المكذبين.
Indeed, we have sent forth among every community a messenger. You shall worship God alone and shun all false deities. So among them were those people whom God guided aright, and among them were those who persistently rejected guidance. Thus they deservedly remained astray. So journey in the earth and see how devastating was the end of those who belied.
إن تحرص على هداهم فإن الله لا يهدي من يضل وما لهم من ناصرين.
Therefore, even if you, O Prophet, are profoundly eager for their guidance, know that God shall not guide those partisan unbelievers whom he leaves to stray. Thus for them there shall be no helpers against God's punishment.
وأقسموا بالله جهد أيمانهم لا يبعث الله من يموت بلى وعدا عليه حقا ولكن أكثر الناس لا يعلمون.
Moreover, those who disbelieve have sworn by God with the utmost of their vows that God will not raise to life anyone who dies. Yes, indeed, He will. Yes, indeed, He will. It is a true promise incumbent upon Him, though most people know it not.
ليبين لهم الذي يختلفون فيه وليعلم الذين كفروا أنهم كانوا كاذبين.
Wherefore He shall resurrect all people to make evident to them the reality of the afterlife which they now dispute, and that those who disbelieve will plainly know that they indeed were ever liars.
إنما قولنا لشيء إذا أردناه أن نقول له كن فيكون.
Our only word to anything when we intend for it to exist is but to say to it, be, and so it is.
والذين هاجروا في الله من بعد ما ظلموا لنبوئنهم في الدنيا حسنة ولأجر الآخرة أكبر لو كانوا يعلمون.
Now, as to those who emigrated in the cause of God after they had been wronged, we shall most surely settle them in an excellent abode in this world, and most surely the reward of the hereafter is far greater still, if only they knew.
الذين صبروا وعلى ربهم يتوكلون.
It is these who have endured life's trials with patience, and upon their Lord alone do they rely.
وما أرسلنا من قبلك إلا رجالا نوحي إليهم فاسألوا أهل الذكر إن كنتم لا تعلمون.
Moreover, we have not sent any messengers to the generations before you, O Prophet, but mere mortal men, to whom we have given revelation. So if you who disbelieve do not know this, then ask the people of the revealed reminder who know the heavenly scriptures.
بالبينات والزبر وأنزلنا إليك الذكر لتبين للناس ما نزل إليهم ولعلهم يتفكرون.
With clear and miraculous proofs from God and revealed writs did He send them. Thus to you, O Prophet, we have sent down the Qur'an as a final reminder of God's way, so that you may make clear to all people the word of God that has come down to them, and so that you may reflect.
أفأمن الذين مكروا السيئات أن يخسف الله بهم الأرض أو يأتيهم العذاب من حيث لا يشعرون.
Then do those who devise evil schemes against the believers feel secure that God will not cause the earth to sink under them, or that the torment will not come upon them from where they cannot perceive.
أو يأخذهم في تقلبهم فما هم بمعجزين.
Or do they feel secure that He will not seize them suddenly with a punishment while they go to and fro in the earth, and in no way could they elude the judgment?
أو يأخذهم على تخوف فإن ربكم لرؤوف رحيم.
Or do they feel secure that He will not gradually overtake them until they are in the very midst of some terror? Yet indeed your Lord is most surely all-kind, compassionate.
أولم يروا إلى ما خلق الله من شيء يتفيأ ظلاله عن اليمين والشمائل سجدا لله وهم داخرون.
Have they not looked upon all the things that God has created, whose very shadows incline to the right and to the left, bowing their faces down to the ground before God in a state of utter humility?
ولله يسجد ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من دابة والملائكة وهم لا يستكبرون.
For to God bows down all that is in the heavens and all that is in the earth, of every kind of beast that treads it, as do the angels, and they do not grow arrogant before Him.
يخافون ربهم من فوقهم ويفعلون ما يؤمرون.
They fear their Lord above them, and they do whatever they are commanded.
وقال الله لا تتخذوا إلهين اثنين إنما هو إله واحد فإياي فارهبون.
For God has said to his servants, you shall not ever take for yourselves even two gods, for he is but one God. Thus it is me alone you shall hold in awe.
وله ما في السماوات والأرض وله الدين واصبا أفغير الله تتقون.
For to him alone belongs all that is in the heavens and the earth. Thus to him alone belongs the sole right of steadfast devotion in religion. Is it then other than God that you shall fear?
وما بكم من نعمة فمن الله ثم إذا مسكم الضر فإليه تجأرون.
Though you have not even a single blessing but that it is from God alone, and whereupon should harm touch you, then it is only to him that you groan.
ثم إذا كشف الضر عنكم إذا فريق منكم بربهم يشركون.
Then when he removes that harm from you, at once a group of you associate gods with their Lord.
ليكفروا بما آتيناهم فتمتعوا فسوف تعلمون.
To show their ingratitude for all the good that we have given them. So enjoy yourselves a little while, for assuredly you shall know the recompense.
ويجعلون لما لا يعلمون نصيبا مما تركناهم ويجعلون لما لا يعلمون نصيبا مما رزقناهم تالله لتسألن عما كنتم تفترون.
Yet they assign offerings out of a portion of the blessings that we alone have provided them to idols that do not know anything. By God, you shall most surely be questioned in the hereafter about these lies you have forged.
ويجعلون لله البنات سبحانه ولهم ما يشتهون.
And they ascribe daughters to God. High exalted is he above this, while for themselves sons are all that they truly desire.
وإذا بشر أحدهم بالأنثى ظل وجهه مسودا وهو كظيم.
Thus, whenever any of them is given the glad tidings of a female child, his very face grows dark, for he is filled with suppressed rage.
يتوارى من القوم من سوء ما بشر به أيمسكه على هون أم يدسه في التراب ألا ساء ما يحكمون.
He hides himself from the people because of the bad tidings that he was given. Should he keep it with disgrace or bury it alive in the dust? Most assuredly, so grievous is the judgment they make.
للذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة مثل السوء ولله المثل الأعلى وهو العزيز الحكيم.
Then how evil an attribution those who do not believe in the hereafter make to God, yet to God alone belongs the most transcendent attribute, for he alone is the overpowering, the all-wise.
ولو يؤاخذ الله الناس بظلمهم ما ترك عليها من دابة ولكن يؤخرهم إلى أجل مسمى فإذا جاء أجلهم لا يستأخرون ساعة ولا يستقدمون.
Thus, were God to hold people accountable in accordance with their wrongdoing, he would not leave on the surface of the earth a single living creature. However, he defers them to a stated term for reckoning, known only to him, but when their term comes due, they shall not tarry even for an hour, nor shall they go in advance of their time.
ويجعلون لله ما يكرهون وتصف ألسنتهم الكذب أن لهم الحسنى لا جرم أن لهم النار وأنهم مفرطون.
And thus do they ascribe to God what they utterly detest for themselves, even as their tongues represent the lie that awaiting them in the hereafter is great goodness. Without doubt, for them the fire of hell awaits, and most surely they shall be hastened into it at once.
تالله لقد أرسلنا إلى أمم من قبلك فزين لهم الشيطان أعمالهم فهو وليهم اليوم ولهم عذاب أليم.
By God, truly, we have sent revealed guidance to communities before you, yet Satan made all the evil that they were doing fair seeming to them, and he is their patron in unbelief, enticing them to false worship until this very day. But for all of them there is a most painful torment awaiting.
وما أنزلنا عليك الكتاب إلا لتبين لهم الذي اختلفوا فيه وهدى ورحمة لقوم يؤمنون.
And so it is, O Prophet, that we have sent down the Quran as a heavenly book to you, specifically to make clear to them the imperatives of faith about which they dispute. Thus it is indeed a guidance to salvation and a mercy for the well-being of a people who believe.
والله أنزل من السماء ماء فأحيا به الأرض بعد موتها إن في ذلك لآية لقوم يسمعون.
Just as it is God alone who sends down from the sky water, with which he gives life to the earth after its death. Indeed, in all of this there is a sign for a people who would hear.
وإن لكم في الأنعام لعبرة نسقيكم مما في بطونه من بين فرث ودم لبنا خالصا سائغا للشاربين.
In cattle of every kind there is indeed a sure lesson for you. We give you to drink from what is within their bellies, produced alongside excretion and blood, a pure milk, pleasingly palatable to those who drink it.
ومن ثمرات النخيل والأعناب تتخذون منه سكرا ورزقا حسنا إن في ذلك لآية لقوم يعقلون.
And you drink as well of the fruit of date palms and grapevines, from which you make an intoxicating beverage as well as wholesome provision. Indeed, in all of this there is a sure sign for a people who use their reason.
وأوحى ربك إلى النحل أن اتخذي من الجبال بيوتا ومن الشجر ومما يعرشون.
Moreover, your Lord has revealed to the bees, take dwellings for yourselves in the mountains and in the trees and in the hives that people construct for you.
ثم كلي من كل الثمرات فاسلكي سبل ربك ذللا يخرج من بطونها شراب مختلف ألوانه فيه شفاء للناس إن في ذلك لآية لقوم يتفكرون.
Then eat of every fruit you desire and go through the pathways of your Lord made easy for you. There issues from their insides a sweet fluid, its colors varying, in which there is healing for people. Indeed, in all of this there is a sure sign for a people who reflect.
والله خلقكم ثم توفاكم ومنكم من يرد إلى أرذل العمر لكي لا يعلم من بعد علم شيئا إن الله عليم قدير.
Thus it is God alone who has created all of you. Then in time he takes your souls, yet some of you are reduced by old age to the most abject state of life before death, such that one, after having knowledge, will not know anything. Indeed, God is all-knowing, all-powerful.
والله فضل بعضكم على بعض في الرزق فما الذين فضلوا براد رزقهم على ما ملكت أيمانهم فهم فيه سواء أفبنعمة الله يجحدون.
Now God has favored some of you above others in abundance of provision, yet those so favored would never think to hand over all their own provision to bondservants they rightfully possess, so that all of them might become equal partners therein. How could they then assume to ascribe partners as equals to God, and thereby deny God's own blessings upon them?
والله جعل لكم من أنفسكم أزواجا وجعل لكم من أزواجكم بنين وحفدة ورزقكم من الطيبات أفبالباطل يؤمنون وبنعمة الله هم يكفرون.
Yet it is God alone who has made for you from among yourselves pairs, male and female, and he has made for you from your mates children and grandchildren. He has provided you, moreover, with all that is wholesome in life. Then is it in falsehood they shall believe, while in the blessings of God they disbelieve?
ويعبدون من دون الله ما لا يملك لهم رزقا من السماوات والأرض شيئا ولا يستطيعون.
For they worship apart from God what holds not even a drop or grain of provision for them in all the heavens and the earth, and what are utterly unable to provide for even themselves.
فلا تضربوا لله الأمثال إن الله يعلم وأنتم لا تعلمون.
So do not set forth any likeness to God. Indeed, God knows, while you know not.
ضرب الله مثلا عبدا مملوكا لا يقدر على شيء ومن رزقناه منا رزقا حسنا فهو ينفق منه سرا وجهرا هل يستوون الحمد لله بل أكثرهم لا يعلمون.
God sets forth this parable. There is a slave in bondage who has no power over anything, and another who is free, whom we have provided with a goodly provision from us, such that he spends charitably from it in private and in public. Are they equal in worldly status? All praise is for God alone, but most of them are disbelievers and know not.
وضرب الله مثلا الرجلين أحدهما أبكم لا يقدر على شيء وهو كل على مولاه أينما يوجهه لا يأتي بخير هل يستوي هو ومن يأمر بالعدل وهو على صراط مستقيم.
God sets forth another parable of two men. One of them is mute, incapable of anything. Moreover, he is an utter burden on his guardian, for wherever he directs him, he brings no good. Is he equal to one who bids to justice? Is he equal to one who bids to justice, while he himself is guided upon a straight way?
ولله غيب السماوات والأرض وما أمر الساعة إلا كلمح البصر أو هو أقرب إن الله على كل شيء قدير.
Indeed, to God alone belongs the knowledge of all the unseen realities of the heavens and the earth. Thus the matter of the hour of doom is never farther off than the twinkling of an eye, or nearer still, for indeed God is powerful over all things.
والله أخرجكم من بطون أمهاتكم لا تعلمون شيئا وجعل لكم السمع والأبصار والأفئدة لعلكم تشكرون.
Moreover, it is God alone who has brought you forth from the bellies of your mothers, knowing nothing at all. Yet he made for you the faculties of hearing, sight, and hearts that comprehend, so that you may learn and give thanks.
ألم يروا إلى الطير مسخرات في جو السماء ما يمسكهن إلا الله إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يؤمنون.
Do they who deny Do they who deny God not look upon the flying birds made to master flying in the air of the sky? None holds them aloft but God. Indeed, in all of this there are sure signs of God's omnipotence for a people who believe.
والله جعل لكم من بيوتكم سكنا وجعل لكم من جلود الأنعام بيوتا تستخفونها يوم ظعنكم ويوم إقامتكم ومن أصوافها وأوبارها وأشعارها أثاثا ومتاعا إلى حين.
Moreover, it is God alone who has enabled you to make for yourselves houses as places of rest and residence, and he has enabled you to make for yourselves tents from the hides of cattle, which you find light to carry on your day of journeying and on the day you encamp. And for you in cattle in their wool, fur, and hair are manifold furnishings and utility for a preordained time.
والله جعل لكم مما خلق ظلالا وجعل لكم من الجبال أكنانا وجعل لكم سرابيل تقيكم الحر وسرابيل تقيكم بأسكم كذلك يتم نعمته عليكم لعلكم تسلمون.
Moreover, it is God alone who provides shade for you out of that which he has created, and he has made for you places of refuge in the mountains, and he has made for you garments that shield you from heat and the elements, as well as armored garments that shield you from harm in your battles. And so it is that he perfects his blessings upon you, so that you may submit yourselves.
فإن تولوا فإنما على رسولنا البلاغ المبين فإن تولوا فإنما عليك البلاغ المبين.
Yet if they turn away from this message, then what is incumbent upon you is only the clear conveyance.
يعرفون نعمة الله ثم ينكرونها وأكثرهم الكافرون.
They well recognize the blessing of God, then they thanklessly belie it by turning to false gods, for most of them are disbelievers.
ويوم نبعث من كل أمة شهيدا ثم لا يؤذن للذين كفروا ولا هم يستعتبون.
Yet on the day hereafter, when we raise up from every community its messenger as a witness testifying to its faith or faithlessness, there will be no permission given for the disbelievers to speak, nor will they then be allowed to propitiate the wrath of God for their ungodliness.
وإذا رأى الذين ظلموا العذاب فلا يخفف عنهم ولا هم ينظرون.
And when at last the godless wrongdoers see the torment of hell, they will realize that it shall never be lightened for them, nor shall they be reprieved.
وإذا رأى الذين أشركوا شركاءهم قالوا ربنا هؤلاء شركاؤنا الذين كنا ندعو من دونك فألقوا إليهم القول إنكم لكاذبون.
Moreover, when those who associated gods with God in the world see their gods on a judgment day, they will say, "Our Lord, these are our gods that we used to call upon apart from you." Then their alleged gods will cast their word back upon them, saying, "Indeed, you are most surely liars."
وألقوا إلى الله يومئذ السلم وضل عنهم ما كانوا يفترون.
Thus they who in their lifetimes disbelieved will proffer to God on that day full submission, for all the false gods that they used to forge shall have strayed from them.
الذين كفروا وصدوا عن سبيل الله زدناهم عذابا فوق العذاب بما كانوا يفسدون.
So as to those who disbelieve and bar people from the path of God, we shall increase them on that day with punishment for their obstruction on top of punishment for their unbelief, for all the corruption that they have been spreading in the earth.
ويوم نبعث في كل أمة شهيدا عليهم من أنفسهم وجئنا بك شهيدا على هؤلاء
Thus on
وجئنا بك شهيدا على هؤلاء ونزلنا عليك الكتاب تبيانا لكل شيء وهدى ورحمة وبشرى للمسلمين.
Thus, on Judgment Day, we shall raise up from within every community from among themselves a prophet in witness against them, and we shall bring you, O Prophet, as a witness over all of these people. For we have sent down to you the Quran as a revealed book to make all things that God has enjoined and forbidden clear, and as divine guidance to salvation for all people, and as a way to God's mercy for the believers. And thus it is a glad tiding of everlasting delight near their Lord for all those who are Muslims.
إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون.
God commands justice and the doing of good and the giving of charity to close relatives. Moreover, he forbids all obscenity and shameful deeds and aggression. He admonishes you so that you may become mindful.
وأوفوا بعهد الله إذا عاهدتم ولا تنقضوا الأيمان بعد توكيدها وقد جعلتم الله عليكم كفيلا إن الله يعلم ما تفعلون.
Thus you shall fulfill the covenant of God whenever you make a covenant, and you shall not break your oaths after their affirmation, for indeed you have made God a guarantor over you. Indeed, God knows all that you do.
ولا تكونوا كالتي نقضت غزلها من بعد قوة أنكاثا تتخذون أيمانكم دخلا بينكم أن تكون أمة هي أربى من أمة إنما يبلوكم الله به وليبينن لكم يوم القيامة ما كنتم فيه تختلفون.
Then do not be like the woman who unravels her yarn into fibers after it has been spun firmly, by taking your oaths as instruments of deception between you, so as to breach your covenants with one group of people for another group more abundant in power and wealth. God only puts you to the test by this, for most surely he shall make clear to you on the day of resurrection that about which you have disputed.
ولو شاء الله لجعلكم أمة واحدة ولكن يضل من يشاء ويهدي من يشاء ولتسألن عما كنتم تعملون.
Yet had God so willed, he would have made all of you one faith community without choice. Thus know that God indeed leaves to stray whomever he so wills, and he alone guides whomever he so wills, for most surely all of you shall be questioned about what you have done.
ولا تتخذوا أيمانكم دخلا بينكم فتزل قدم بعد ثبوتها وتذوقوا السوء بما صددتم عن سبيل الله ولكم عذاب عظيم.
So do not take your oaths as instruments of deception between you, such that your foot should slip after it once had been set firm, and wherefore you would be given to taste the affliction of life, and wherefore you would be given to taste the affliction of evil in this life, for having barred others from coming to the way of God by your shameful example. Moreover, there would be for you in the hereafter a great torment.
ولا تشتروا بعهد الله ثمنا قليلا إنما عند الله هو خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون.
So do not sell the covenant of God for a small price. Indeed, what is with God is far better for you, if only you were to know.
ما عندكم ينفد وما عند الله باق وَلَنَجْزِيَنَّ الَّذِينَ صَبَرُوا أَجْرَهُم بِأَحْسَنِ مَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ.
All that is with you in life shall come to an end, but what is with God is everlasting. And we shall certainly recompense those who have remained patient with their reward in accordance with their very best, with the very best deed, in accordance with the very best they have ever done, in accordance with the very best they ever did.
من عمل صالحا من ذكر أو أنثى وهو مؤمن فلنحيينه حياة طيبة ولنجزينهم أجرهم بأحسن ما كانوا يعملون.
Whoever does righteous deeds, whether male or female, and is a believer, we shall most surely cause him to live a good life. Moreover, we shall most surely recompense all of them with their reward in accordance with the very best they ever did.
فإذا قرأت القرآن فاستعذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Thus, whenever you recite the Quran, then seek refuge in God from Satan, the accursed one.
إنه ليس له سلطان على الذين آمنوا وعلى ربهم يتوكلون.
Yet indeed he has no authority whatsoever over those who believe and who rely upon their Lord alone.
إنما سلطانه على الذين يتولونه والذين هم به مشركون.
His authority is only over those who take him as a patron and who, because of him, take gods apart from God.
وإذا بدلنا آية مكان آية والله أعلم بما ينزل قالوا إنما أنت مفتر بل أكثرهم لا يعلمون.
Yet if ever we substitute one verse in place of another verse, and God knows best what he sends down, they say, you are nothing but a forger. Rather, most of them know not.
قل نزله روح القدس من ربك بالحق ليثبت الذين آمنوا وهدى وبشرى للمسلمين.
Say, the Holy Spirit has brought it down to you from your Lord with the whole truth to confirm in faith those who have believed, and as divine guidance from error, and a glad tiding of everlasting delight for all those who are Muslim.
ولقد نعلم أنهم يقولون إنما يعلمه بشر لسان الذي يلحدون إليه أعجمي وهذا لسان عربي مبين.
And truly we know that they say, no one but a mortal man is teaching him this, even though the tongue of the one to whom they allude is foreign, while this Quran is in a clear Arabic tongue.
إن الذين لا يؤمنون بآيات الله لا يهديهم الله ولهم عذاب أليم.
As to those who do not believe in the revealed signs of God, God shall not guide them aright. Thus for them there is a most painful torment.
إنما يفتري الكذب الذين لا يؤمنون بآيات الله وأولئك هم الكاذبون.
As to the ones who forge such lies, they are the ones who do not believe in the revealed signs of God. Thus it is they who are the liars.
من كفر بالله من بعد إيمانه إلا من أكره وقلبه مطمئن بالإيمان ولكن من شرح بالكفر صدرا فعليهم غضب من الله ولهم عذاب عظيم.
Doomed is one who openly disbelieves in God after professing his faith, except for one who has been compelled to renounce his belief while his heart remains at peace with faith. But whoever willingly opens his heart to unbelief, upon such as these there shall be great wrath from God. Thus for them there is a great torment awaiting.
ذلك بأنه مستحب الحياة الدنيا على الآخرة وأن الله لا يهدي القوم الكافرين.
That is because they so love the life of this world over that of the hereafter, yet indeed God does not guide a disbelieving people.
أولئك الذين طبع الله على قلوبهم وسمعهم وأبصارهم وأولئك هم الغافلون.
Those are the ones whose hearts and hearing and sight God has set a seal upon, for it is those who are the heedless.
لا جرم أنهم في الآخرة هم الخاسرون.
Without doubt, it is they in the hereafter who shall be the losers.
ثم إن ربك للذين هاجروا من بعد ما فتنوا ثم جاهدوا وصبروا إن ربك من بعدها لغفور رحيم.
Yet indeed your Lord declares concerning those who emigrated after they had been persecuted, and who thereafter strove in the path of God and remained patient. Indeed, after all of this, your Lord shall most surely be all-forgiving, compassionate.
يوم تأتي كل نفس تجادل عن نفسها وتوفى كل نفس ما عملت وهم لا يظلمون.
But beware of the day when every soul shall come before God, pleading on behalf of itself, and when each soul shall be rendered in full for all that it has done in life, and never shall they be wronged in the least.
وضرب الله مثلا قرية كانت آمنة مطمئنة يأتيها رزقها رغدا من كل مكان فكفرت بأنعم الله فأذاقها الله لباس الجوع والخوف بما كانوا يصنعون.
Now God puts forth this parable of a town. It was secure and peaceable. Its provision would come to it in plenty from every locale. Then it belied God's own blessings upon it by worshipping false gods. Thus God gave it a touch of the garment of hunger and fear for what they had wrought.
ولقد جاءهم رسول منهم فكذبوه فأخذهم العذاب فهم ظالمون.
For truly there had come to them a messenger from among themselves, but they belied him. Thus the torment seized them suddenly, for they were indeed wrongdoers.
فكلوا مما رزقكم الله حلالا طيبا واشكروا نعمة الله إن كنتم إياه تعبدون.
So eat from what God has provided you, if it be lawful and wholesome. Yet give thanks for the blessing of God, if indeed it is He alone whom you worship.
إنما حرم عليكم الميتة والدم ولحم الخنزير وما أهل لغير الله به فمن اضطر غير باغ ولا عاد فإن الله غفور رحيم.
Indeed, He has but forbidden you to eat carrion and blood and the flesh of swine, and that over which other than the name of God is invoked at the time of slaughter. But whoever is compelled by circumstance to eat any of this, without being rebellious and without being a willful transgressor, will find then that God is indeed all-forgiving and compassionate.
ولا تقولوا لما تصف ألسنتكم الكذب هذا حلال وهذا حرام لتفتروا على الله الكذب إن الذين يفترون على الله الكذب لا يفلحون.
And you shall not say by way of falsehoods that your tongue represent such and such is lawful and such is forbidden, so as to forge a lie against God. Indeed, those who forge lies against God shall not succeed.
متاع قليل ولهم عذاب أليم.
Small enjoyment they have in this life, and then a most painful torment awaits them.
وعلى الذين هادوا حرمنا ما قصصنا عليك من قبل وما ظلمناهم ولكن كانوا أنفسهم يظلمون.
As to those of Jewry, we forbade what we have previously narrated to you. We did not wrong them therein, but rather it was their own souls they were all the while wronging.
ثم إن ربك للذين عملوا السوء بجهالة ثم تابوا من بعد ذلك وأصلحوا إن ربك من بعدها لغفور رحيم.
Yet indeed your Lord declares concerning those who did misdeeds in ignorance of true faith, but thereafter repented and set things aright. Indeed, after all of this, your Lord shall most surely be all forgiving, mercy-giving.
إن إبراهيم كان أمة قانتا لله حنيفا ولم يك من المشركين.
As for Abraham, he was in himself a nation of exemplary faith, devoutly obedient to God, upright of heart, and never was he of the idolaters.
شاكرا لأنعمه اجتباه وهداه إلى صراط مستقيم.
He was ever thankful to God for his blessings, so God chose him and guided him to a straight way.
وآتيناه في الدنيا حسنة وإنه في الآخرة لمن الصالحين.
Thus we gave him great good in this world, and in the hereafter he shall most surely be of the righteous.
ثم أوحينا إليك أن اتبع ملة إبراهيم حنيفا وما كان من المشركين.
Whereupon we revealed to you, O Prophet, that you shall follow the sacred way of Abraham, the purely upright in heart, and never was he of those who associated gods with God.
إنما جعل السبت على الذين اختلفوا فيه وإن ربك ليحكم بينهم يوم القيامة فيما كانوا فيه يختلفون.
The Sabbath of solemn rest was not enjoined on Abraham, but was ordained only for the Jews, who themselves disputed about it long after Abraham. Thus indeed your Lord shall most surely judge between them on the day of resurrection, as to that wherein they had been disputing.
ادع إلى سبيل ربك بالحكمة والموعظة الحسنة وجادلهم بالتي هي أحسن إن ربك هو أعلم بمن ضل عن سبيله وهو أعلم بالمهتدين.
Call to the path of your Lord with sound wisdom and fair admonition, and as to all people, argue gently with them in the fairest manner. Indeed, it is your Lord alone who knows best all those who have strayed from his straight path, and he knows best all those who are guided aright.
وإن عاقبتم فعاقبوا بمثل ما عوقبتم به ولئن صبرتم لهو خير للصابرين.
Moreover, if you believers punish aggressors, then punish them with the like of that with which you have been afflicted by them. But if you remain patient, it is most surely better for those who are patient.
واصبر وما صبرك إلا بالله ولا تحزن عليهم ولا تك في ضيق مما يمكرون.
So be patient, yet know that your patience shall not endure through adversity except with the help of God. Thus do not grieve over those of them who oppose you, nor be in any distress because of what they plot against you.
إن الله مع الذين اتقوا والذين هم محسنون.
Indeed, God is with those who are God-fearing and who excel in doing good.
صدق الله العظيم.
Verily, Allah has spoken the truth.